Ladies and gentlemen, to the Schaefer Center here as we get ready for half number 2 coming your way. The Lady Lions currently lead 33-31, and now it's time for what is going to be my favorite segment. John Cookman going in-depth.
In-depth game analysis right here, brought to you by New Tech, the NDI Network Device Interface. What I want to show you here is this is the backdoor slip we've got to be looking at every time. Lexi Rich really sees the floor. See, it's open up. But as we roll it here, you're going to see Bree Wells enter into the picture. Hold it. Bring it right here. As you see, now, and we lost it right there. See this pass, big pass, and Bree Wells gets a good pump fake, and she sees she's lost, and she goes around for the easy layup. These are very... If you're patient on your offense, these things will open up. Go ahead and forward it. Very easy too right there. And then the next one is, you see Lexi Rich coming in here. Freeze it. She needs to learn right here. Stop, pull up, and take that shot. Don't try to create a wild type shot going all the way in. Got to trust your shot at about 5-6 feet.
And we are back underway here in the second half. Of course, the teams have switched sides. And MacU had the first possession, and in that scrum, there's finally going to be a travel call. Lexi Rich was asking for it for what seemed to be about 10 seconds there during that scrum, but it's finally called. SAGU ball here again, leading by 2, 33-31. Here in game 1 of our SAGU Sports Network doubleheader between MacU and, of course, your SAGU Lions. Full court defense here by MacU. It's going to work here for the first time. And a 3 on the way from Shannon is no good. Misses almost everything. And that ball out of bounds. And we've seen here in the past, John, the full court press works.
Looks like the scouting report has been passed around to Sooner Athletic teams. And the weakness, the one big weakness that is glaring is that SAGU has had trouble with the full court trap offense. And as you see right there, a couple quick turnovers resulting very nice.
Oh, Mackenzie Martin recovering and getting the block on Jessica Fairley.
Yeah, Fairley ran that crossing route from outside. And there you see the end of it, but she ran from the perimeter all the way through the lane and was wide open. Lady Lions got to do a better job fronting their man.
Lady Lions looking to beat this full court press. Long pass ahead brought in by Colbert. Looking like a wide receiver taking in that Lexi Rich pass. And then a foul. It's going to be on the floor. Kiara Glenn driving. Fouled by Chelsea Savage. And there you see obvious block call there for the official.
Yeah, she was moving just a little bit too much there. Not getting to her spot early enough and got the call.
Here is Lexi Rich guarded by Jenna Kaufman. Down low to Diggles, who has a mismatch down low. Picks up her dribble. She's got to get rid of it now. Here's Glenn with 10 left on the shot clock. Kiara Glenn. Over to Rich.
Don't panic. Be patient.
Rich for 3. It's good. Lexi Rich.
And that's what happens when you're patient with the basketball. Even though there's 10 seconds left, there's lots of time. And
then a 3 to answer back is no good. Lexi Rich with the rebound. Her 4th free of the day, and that is her 12th point. Of course, all 12 coming from the three-point line. Mid-range now from Rich, no good. And up ahead, here comes MacU. Kaufman hesitates, gets it back to Savage. And a foul called on Kiara Glenn. And get her for a reach in here, I believe.
I don't know if we can see that from the top of the key. Right here now, freeze it. Right there you see Savage is making a move. The one good thing, if you're a young point guard and you're trying to learn how to make your move, keep rolling, you see that Savage keeps the ball very low.
3-point attempt is good by Nevada Denton.
And she's very excited about that 3-point shot.
Here's Mackenzie Martin, answer back. Mackenzie Martin can't hit, but the rebound brought in by Lexi Rich. Over to Colbert. Getting it down to Diggles. Diggles gets separation. Good patience, up and in. Dottie Diggles. Good pass by Colbert.
There's a lot of upside to that. I think the Lady Lions got to recognize that they can really live with that. This is the new Charity Page. Dottie Diggles down low is really developing the blocking part of her game. We know that she can shoot so well from 12 to 15 feet. She's very consistent there and has always had that role of playing the high post. Now they needed to play a little bit lower block post type moves. She is developing great moves, and that's something to watch for.
Colbert pump fakes and has a mid-range jumper, no good. SAGU hanging on to a 4-point lead here. Up ahead, here's Denton. Denton driving on Glenn. Shot is up, no good, but a foul. Looks like they're going to call this one against Kiara Glenn.
I'm really impressed with Nevada Denton here. She comes in off the bench and makes some very high impact type offensive plays. She gets involved. She's a slasher, very fast. I don't know if I'd call her quick, but when she gets a good head of steam and is running, she's just leaving people in her wake, and she's making good things, like she just got to the line. It wasn't a great attempt, but she drew the contact and got on the line.
Denton goes 2 of 2 from the line there. Long pass ahead. Here's Colbert. Has Mackenzie Martin with her. Elects to not give Martin the pass. And here is Taylor Sims, who's checked in for the first time here in the second half. Colbert kicking it out to Sims. Sims can shoot the three. She elects not to. Good pass down low. There is Diggles, and Dottie Diggles heating up here to start the second half.
And right there again on the blocks, Dottie Diggles is just coming alive. You're seeing her mature right before your eyes as a low post basketball player. And I think Coach Phillips has got to be so excited in the results that she's seeing in the play of Dottie Diggles.
Ebony Colbert's three-point attempt, no good. Long pass ahead. Driving hard. There's going to be a foul. And now the question is,
it's on Diggles for sure.
Was she in the act of shooting? They're going to say yes.
Oh, yeah,
she was.
100%.
Ozani going to the line here for two.
So here's a lesson to be learned. Don't let your man get in front of you on a fast break. You got to sprint. Put your head down, sprint, and then turn around and D up face to face. And right there, you've got to learn. And as she goes through and matures as a basketball player, she'll learn that this is a game of ebb and flow and battles. Sometimes you just got to let that one go. She's in front of you. She beat you already. Get the layup. You're going to come back, do good things on offense. Don't just get a foul just to stop a layup with only 3 or 4 minutes into the third quarter.
Oceana Ozani goes 2 of 2 from the line. Lexi Rich kicking it
Great
out to
look.
Taylor Sims for three, no good. Colbert fighting for the rebound, but it's going to be brought in.
Taylor Sims, I believe, with the extra contact there.
Then they're going to get Ebony Colbert on the foul in the scrum, and it's going to remain MacU ball.
Let's see who hits. I think this is, oh yeah, I see what happened there. Colbert just trying to get her balance. A little bit of a cheap call there. MacU already had the ball.
It's going to go to 2 shots here as SAGU has quickly hit 5 fouls here in the third quarter. And Nevada Denton is going to go to the line here for 2. And she hits the first of 2. Nevada
Great
Denton.
looking stroke there by Denton. Really like the optics on this kid. Very, very good player.
Second free throw is good. Make that 4 in a row for Nevada Denton. Taylor Sims with it now. Looking for some help here. They got to beat this full court press. And they get it into the half court. Here is Lexi Rich guarded by Alexis Shannon. Getting it to Colbert. Colbert had room to decided not to shoot because Fairley, good recovery down low. Diggles has the mismatch and she uses the glass.
Oh, this is such a great thing happening with Dottie Diggles right now.
Offensive rebound by Ozani, gets it to go high off the glass and ties the game back up here. Here's Diggles up ahead. Got to get the ball out of her hands in that fast break. Here's Rich. Rich is going to shoot the three. No good. Taylor Sims with the rebound. Can't convert the turnaround jumper, and another foul. The Lady Lions, a lot of fouls here in the third quarter.
Yeah, got to slow this trend down. And Sims just reacting out of frustration that she missed the little bunny shot there. And, you know, it is frustrating. You got to learn as a player. It's frustrating when you miss the easy ones, and there's an emotional burst that happens in your brain. You've got to, the part of the maturing process is to learn how to deal with that emotional reaction, and don't just jump back in flailing trying to get the ball back because the outcome was not what you expected it to be. You got to be smart and just stay there. She was in good defensive position to hold it. She didn't have to take the 2 steps back in and swat at the ball.
They were giving you a look in during the Lady Lions timeout between Southwestern Christian and on the road at OPSU. They are leading 38-31, 38-33 rather, after that make for OPSU. Of course, more Sooner Athletic Conference action coming your way. We'll try to keep you updated as much as we can throughout the evening as to how today's matchups are unfolding, as we're going to see Chelsea Savage go to the line here for 2 shots after the foul. Chelsea Savage, who averages just under 7 points a game, has 10 on the night, so she has exceeded her average. Make that 11 for Savage. Has just played so well all night tonight and has just really commanded this offense. Of course, Alexis Shannon coming into tonight averages about 20 a game as she goes 2-2 from the line. Averages about 20 a game for this Evangels team. Held to just 2 points tonight, and Chelsea Savage has really done the bulk of the offensive work tonight for the Evangels. 12 points for Savage. Here's Sims, a 3-pointer on the way, no good. Mackenzie Martin fighting for the rebound. And now up ahead, Mac U in this second half has done a lot of running on the fast break.
Great defense.
Lexi Rich now up ahead. Over to Colbert. Down low, trying to feed Diggles. Here's Colbert now. Guarded by Savage. Hesitates. Throws up a shot, not good, off the glass. And SAGU cannot buy a shot right now. They found themselves down 44-42. Down low here to Azani. Double team, kicks it out to Shannon. Shannon's going to shoot the 3 off the side of the backboard. Alexis Shannon, not a good offensive performance tonight from the top 10 scorer in the nation. Savage in and out 3-point attempt, and a jump ball is going to go SAGU's favor. But Chelsea Savage, long 3, almost falls.
Yeah, that was I don't know if the coach was thinking it was a great shot or not.
Well, about 3 left on the shot clock. She has to put it up.
Yeah. You got to get yourself in a little bit better position so you don't just have to heave a miracle.
Kick ball off the foot of Shannon, and this full court press here in the third quarter is giving the Lady Lions fits. They can't seem to.
Well, they're breaking it, but they're not breaking out into a good half-court offense out of it. So they've got to learn to break it, settle, call the play, and then execute.
Checking into the game is Ava Atunawa. Played a little bit in that first half. Here is Lexi Rich. Looking down low to Diggles. Diggles can't bring it in, and she knows she had an easy bucket there. Slaps the floor after the ball goes off of her hands.
Great pass.
Look pass.
Yeah, that was a great recognition by Lexi Rich there to see where Dottie Diggles was in position and make a move to get her open like that.
Jump ball. Mackey's going to keep possession here. Good job by Diggles.
A lot of jump balls today, Adam.
Diggles met Ozani down low. Or rather, it's going to be SAGU ball, they say. And a little bit of confusion. It should have been MacU ball from the get-go, as SAGU did get the previous jump ball, which happened almost, I feel like 2 minutes ago. It just happened, so I'm not sure the confusion there, but it is MacU ball.
Yeah, that part we know is correct.
They're going to give it to him. 3:37 left to play here in the third quarter.
She didn't look. She missed open post player there in the paint. Could have been an easy 2.
Here's Savage. She's going to shoot the 3, and it's good. Chelsea Savage, 15 points. Hits a 3 that puts the Evangels up by 5, 47-42.
Savage is just dropping buckets from long range right now. They're going to have to really get up in her grill and get her isolated out of the offensive flow. I know she's the floor general and tends to touch the ball the most, but you've got to do a better defensive job. Woo, nice move.
Kenzie Martin finds an open shot there off the spin down on the posts. Puts SAGU back within 3. Denton lines up the 3 and knocks it home. Nevada Denton giving the Evangels a 6-point lead. And here we start to see the eliteness that this MACU offense can show really coming alive here in the third quarter. Here is Sims driving over to the corner. Going to get it down low. And she finds Diggles. It gets blocked by who else? Chelsea Savage with the block down low. Denton throws up a shot, no good. Lexi Rich gets hit on the head on the way down.
Good call, and she ended up knocking out one of her players as well. That's called a control foul. And watch this, she jumps against the head and knocks out another Lady Evangels player.
That may have been a little unfortunate of a foul for the Lady Lions. Lexi Rich looked to be up ahead with numbers, and now they got to contest here against this full court press again. They do break it, gets it to Atunawa, gets it over to Bree Wells, back to Taylor Sims. Looking down low for Atunawa, and then into the hands of Rosani.
And that's got to have a little more arch on it. And lazy defense by the Lady Lions right there. Just flat-footed, swatting at it.
The foul called on Wells on the driving Jessica Fairley. There you see it, the reach in. Fortunately for the Lady Lions, Fairley did not hit the layup, so it's not a three-point opportunity. Fairley hits the free throw, and this is something that MACU has done very well tonight, and that is shoot the free throw.
Yeah, they are tremendous today. Very, very accurate.
Here is Kiara Glenn. They find themselves down 8:52-44. Minute and a half left to play. Three-pointer from Rich. She's going to get fouled. She's going to go to the line here for 3, as she was fouled on the three-point attempt.
Yeah, that could be a big mistake. Just didn't need to happen. But the way Rich has been shooting today, you have to get up there in her face.
Makes the first, Lexi Rich does. These are 3 big free throws here for SAGU. Lexi Rich's first bucket that has not come from three-point land. Second free throw is good. 14 now for Lexi Rich, just about her season average.
Yeah, and since it's not a change out of the shooter, I was going to say they need to let Diggles in on the last shot.
Rich's third free throw is up and good. Lexi Rich 3 of 3 from the free throw line. That gives her 15th point of the night, going point for point here with Chelsea Savage, who also has 15 from MACU. Here's Shannon, kicks it back out to Denton, who's had a big third quarter. Denton driving, the left-handed layup is up and good. Lexi Rich looking for maybe a push-off call. She went flying there after the contact was made.
I think fortunate that she didn't get the foul call there.
Here's Lexi Rich, SAGU still down. Good
Great
pass
look.
to Wells. Wells up. They're going to call that on the floor. Brianna Wells, or Bree Wells rather.
Yeah, in the WNBA, that's continuation all day long because she's going into her shot. Even though she hadn't left the floor, I think the ref probably should have let that continue.
Bree Wells to the line for 2, as that is Mackey's 5th foul here in the third quarter. Misses the first. Second free throw is no good. 0 for 2 on that trip by Bree Wells. And up ahead here is Shannon. Mackey leading by 7, 54-47. Here's Denton for 3. No good. Rebound brought in by Shannon. Going into
Good
contact
defense.
down low with Atunwa. Gets it to Savage with 37 left to play on the third quarter. Savage looking down low. Good defense by Dottie Diggles. And Wells almost loses possession. Gets it to Glenn. And the Lady Lions can hold for the final shot here. And they will not. Pull-up jumper from Glenn is good. 54-49 now as we're in the final seconds here of quarter number 3. Up ahead, here comes Savage. Guarded by Glenn. Less than 10 to play. 3 seconds now. Savage throwing up a shot. No good. Here's Atunwa. And no shot attempt there to beat the buzzer. And the Lady Lions find themselves down 5 points going in here to the fourth quarter. John, the Mackey offense coming alive there in that third quarter.
Well, they are who we thought they were, and they showed that in the second quarter. Lady Lions just had the answer in the second quarter. And Lady Lions not going away anytime soon. Third quarters historically are, it seems like the odd quarters seem to be rougher, always coming out to play good fourth quarters. And they're going to have to play a great fourth quarter to secure the win here on their home floor tonight against the MACU Lady Evangels, because these ladies are not accustomed to losing.
No,
Not
they
much.
are not.
They do
Not at all.
not lose much at all. And so they know how to finish out games. You're going to have to dig deep if you're in that Lady Lions huddle right now and decide you're going to give everything you got. Commit to defense and offense. Give everything you got if you're going to try to get this win tonight.
There you see a close game. It's now tied up at 50 apiece. Up in the Panhandle, Southwestern Christian and OPSU in a tight one in Sooner Athletic Conference action. Coming out of this quarter break here, John, if you are the Lady Lions, you know from this point on you're most likely going to have to try to keep up here with MACU. Who do you go to? Do you try to feed Lexi Rich still, or they've been going down low to Diggles?
Well, I think that I'd start out early back to Diggles. It was working so well. Or even this right here, like to see that. Not just make it a one-dimensional game with Dottie Diggles on the block, but Kenzie Martin, she's big. She needs to use that size and really get down. That's only going to help her at the end of this quarter because she's such a good threat to have from the three-point line in case you need it.
Call on Alyssa Wells. She gets the face of Nevada Denton, and Denton's going to go to the line here for 2.
I feel like Denton and Savage tonight are the two-man wrecking crew. They're just involved in every play, defensively, offensively. Hard-working young ladies playing excellent basketball.
Denton 2 for 2 from the line there. Her 16th point of the night is Nevada Denton. Here comes Glenn. Glenn driving hard, layup up, no good. Diggles with the rebound. Diggles back up with it, can't find it. Here's Glenn. Quick rebound, or quick shot. Alyssa Wells comes flying in for the rebound. Here's Rich. Rich thought about the three. Step back. Now down low. Here's Diggles. Diggles gets it stripped away by the MacU defense that time. That was Jessica Fairley on the steal. Here is Fairley driving on Kenzie Martin. Kicks it back out. Here's Savage. Guarded by Glenn. The crossover gets poked away by Glenn, and MacU's going to keep the ball here. 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Here is Denton. They got to get something moving here. 5 seconds. Here's Shannon. No good. And Kiara Glenn chases it down, and the Lions have a chance here to cut into this lead. It's 56-51 in favor of MacU. Glenn over to Wells. Tries to get it to Rich. And what a play. Oh, I was going to say, what a play by Alexis Shannon. Tried to get it off of Lexi Rich.
She did such a good job creating this right here. But watch, as she bounces it back. Oh, I think the ref got it wrong, but I thought he was right, so I agreed with the call. But that's what we got the vantage point of slow motion replay. Watch this. It looked like in real time it came back and hit the MacU player, but it doesn't. Oh, it's so hard to see.
Not from that angle. Looks like it just hit the ground. But what a play by Shannon to chase that down and potentially get it off of Lexi Rich. And SAGU comes down and misses the following shot. Still down 5. Here is Shannon kicking it out. Long three on the way is no good. Diggles with the rebound, gets it up to Glenn. Over to Martin. Martin thought about the three. Thought about it again. Here's Lexi Rich.
And she should.
Ooh, the step back from Rich, no good. Created separation there as she caught Shannon leaning. Dottie Diggles with the defense.
Oh, bad call right there. Went off. Let's see. I could be wrong, but looked like it went off. First hit, and yep, went off of the MacU player. So they got one back just in case the other one was wrong.
Down low. Oh, another good defensive stand from Diggles, but she's going to get called for the foul this time. Have a look here.
Yeah, Diggles leaning way too far into that with her arms and hands. Got to just be straight up.
Ozani misses the first of 2, and that is at least the first time to my memory they've missed a free throw since at least the second quarter. They've done very good from the line here tonight. Second free throw, no good. Chased down, but out of bounds. It's going to be SAGU ball.
Caught it out on the line. No infraction there.
Here comes SAGU. Ebony Colbert with it now. Over to Glenn. SAGU's still down 5. A bit of a scoring drop for both of these teams. Glenn over to Martin. Good defense by Denton. Here's Colbert, and it's going to be an offensive foul as Kiara Glenn. They get her on the drive and the pass. The offensive foul. As you see here, it was drawn by Savage. Actually left Colbert.
Yeah, and what that is, that's not a charge. She didn't get a charge. That's a control foul. And you got to stay under control, even though the ball isn't in your hand. You just can't bowl somebody over. That was a quick whistle. Bad whistle on the gray-headed man in stripes there. I'm calling him for a foul. This is a clean block. Wow.
They called the foul on Wells in the initial reach and not Diggles. I'm not sure. It looked like she reached in, but I'm not sure it was enough to warrant a foul.
Well, if she kept the ball and she got a good clean shot off, which she did, I don't see that. Yeah, okay. I take it back.
From the other side.
I take it back. Gray-headed man in stripes made a good call. My bad. He saw it.
Timeout by MacU. Here they find themselves up 7, 58-51. With 7 minutes left to play here in the game. And you see Coach Hannah Moeller coaching up her team here.
Yeah, and she's got a good team to coach up, that's for sure. A lot of just pure out hustlers on the Lady Evangel side. They don't give anything up easy. And they are #1 in the nation in points scored against. So they have the lowest points scored against in elite or field goal percentage in the nation. Very good defensive team, and you can see why they're in this fourth quarter. Probably their best defensive quarter as of yet. Still 7 minutes left in this quarter, so a lot of game to be played.
Here is Glenn trying to drive by that full court press, gets it up to Rich, down low to Diggles. Diggles converts Dottie Diggles high off the glass, gets a quick score out of the timeout.
Yeah, and Diggles, she's just got to relax there. She goes in. She kind of froze up just a little bit and threw it too high off the glass. Got to just go into it with your normal stride, just like practice.
Nevada Denton step back three, no good. Rebound, though, by Fairley. And MacU keeps possession. And then a whistle that's going to go against MacU.
I did not see. She calls the play. Little rub route there. And, man.
Mackenzie Martin comes down with that long pass. Glenn kicking it to Martin. Martin looking down low. Going to dribble it out. Step back three from Martin's no good. And Ebony Colbert's able to tip it, and Lexi Rich comes down with it. Tough pass, trying to get it down to Martin. She just tries to save it and ends up throwing it away.
That warranted a bounce pass as that cut through goes down. The bounce pass would have taken a little energy off.
Nevada Denton, 18 points as she hits another three.
And when it's just much easier to receive the bounce pass on the run.
Kiara Glenn had a good look at that mid-range jumper, and it's no good, and the Lady Lions can't buy a bucket, and they are not doing a good job on the defensive end as well. Denton can't hit that time. Here's Mackenzie Martin gets the rebound. SAGU now down 8 again, and the timeout by Coach Phillips.
Yep, good timeout call right here because there's a shift of momentum has definitely happened in this quarter with that full court trap defense that MacU has put on. The Lady Lions have finally figured it out and done well the last several possessions and created some half-court offense. Kiara Glenn just not converting, showing some of her youthful decisions. Probably not the best. She's going to be a fantastic player for this group. She's just got to learn to get a flow of offense going and to get her other teammates involved. She's forcing the issue just a little too much right now, and therefore every miss, her confidence just gets chipped away at. I think she needs to lean back on Dottie Diggles and wait for her offense to get set up.
Here are the Lady Lions again, down 8, 61-53. Long pass ahead for Lexi Rich. Over to Sims. Sims drives baseline. Layup no good, gets it back to herself. And then a scrum for it, no whistle yet. And a long while. And that is a long, long time to blow the whistle. And it's going to go to MacU. But how long are you going to let it go?
Well, it's either a trap. There's something going on there. And maybe, here's what I think was happening. I think that he was trying to see, he couldn't see if Taylor Sims' arm was actually pinned and she had control of the ball, which is what she needed. But at any point, that ball was moving. So whoever you rule it in possession of would either have the travel or it's going to be a tied up ball. But I think I realized why he took so long. He was really trying to see it to make the right call.
There you
Right
see
here.
it
Okay,
again.
see the hand that's right there. That is Taylor Sims right here. If you can see her hand right there, I got to admire that because she's in no position to look for it. She's just feeling for it. And yes, that's a tied up ball, so it's a correct call, jump ball. But he couldn't tell. There's too many. There's 6 hands right there, or 4. But it looks so weird. What? Look right here. What?
He got up close and personal with that action there. After the timeout from Coach Muller, here is MacU under 5 to play. And a foul called. Jessica Fairley driving. They're going to call that on Lexi Rich.
And kind of reminds me of last weekend. The whole controversy with Tom Brady and his hand, and it turns out to be that it was just a surgical procedure to give him a 6th finger for that 6th ring.
Couldn't get through one broadcast without talking about the Patriots, could you?
Super Bowl time, baby.
I'm just going to keep my mouth shut, John.
And that's a good idea.
Here is Ebony Colbert driving. SAGU now down 9. Atunawa driving. It's going to be a foul, but on the floor.
Good move, good offensive rebound here, or offensive positioning, by Atunawa to receive the ball and then recognize she had the lane to the left.
And then the Lady Lions proceed to throw it away and give possession right back to MacU.
Not what you want to do if you're down 9 and you're trying to chip away at the lead. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Here is Savage, guarded by Sims. Leaves it for Shannon, who kicks it out to Denton, who's had a big second half. Denton, the pull-up mid-range, no good. Rebound brought down by Atunawa, who gets it over to Lexi Rich. Rich driving now, trying to get past Fairley. Diggles looking for some help. Here's Rich from the corner. She likes that spot. It's good.
Yep. When she gets set and she pulls that right foot in and really creates the upward momentum, it's just a very good rhythm for her. And bombs away.
Here is Savage, guarded by Sims. Barely driving on Lexi Rich, and a foul is going to be called. Lexi Rich in disagreement with the official here.
Yeah, I kind of think that is the right call because she's moving. See, she got beat on it, and she's creating the contact to get some distraction and get back in the play. Really, per the rule book, not supposed to do that. Right call.
Fairley hits the first of 2 on this trip. There you see Jessica Fairley, the sophomore guard for this MacU squad from Choctaw, Oklahoma. Here is Lexi Rich with about 3:40 left to play here in the 4th quarter. Kicks it over to Sims. Here's Atunawa. She's going to drive. Thought about going up with it. Here's Lexi Rich. She's got a little bit of space. 3 is up, and it's good. Lexi Rich.
Okay, so fool me once, it's your fault. Fool me twice, it's my fault.
That's fair enough. Lexi Rich back-to-back 3s for the Lady Lions. Brings it to 5 points, 64-59.
Now, maybe the footage is not available for everybody to see, but we've seen several games so far where Lexi Rich and Kenzie Martin do this same thing in the 4th quarter and bring their teams back to either take a lead or tie up. And we've seen some pretty big deficits overcome because of that extra point from the extra footage called the 3-point line.
3-point line. Lexi Rich, of course, again, back-to-back 3s.
So, and you got to be careful if you're MacU here that now you go, okay, Lexi Rich is doing her 4th quarter thing. got back-to-back threes. She's hot. You can't make the mistake and leave Kenzie Martin open, because I guarantee they're going to put Kenzie Martin out there at some point to be to sit there in the perimeter, because she's got a higher percentage than Lexi Rich from three-point land.
Of course, Kenzie Martin, who essentially this game has been shut down from the three-point line.
Well, they've just done a great. Talking about Captain Obvious, obviously they were looking at film and saw how deadly she was. They have done a fantastic job defensively on Kenzie Martin.
Here is Savage. MacU leading by 5, 64-59. Savage now guarded by Sims. Great pass down low. Finds a Zoni, and that is a brilliant pass.
Woo, that was nice.
The Lions trying to, again, break this full court press. Here's Diggles. Good pass to Atuma. She blows the layup. Can't convert. And that would have been a big bucket for the Lady Lions. Under 3 to play.
Yeah, the freshman nerves or lack of sense to feel the. You gotta knock those down. Pressure.
A foul on the floor. Colbert was fouled on the drive. No shot. And the Lady Lions going to take it on the baseline.
With 2 minutes, 33 seconds, you're only down 7. I like this lineup. I say you still just be patient. Don't force that entry pass. Be patient. Let Dottie Diggles get a little better set. And if we could see it there, you're going to see that entry angle is not complete. And it was just a force. I know you want to get it to her, but let her get in good position.
Here's Atuna driving. There. She hesitates, gets up and in.
Yeah, good. Well, I think that was more of a pump fake than a hesitation. Good defense didn't go for it, so she went ahead and just completed the shot. Now, they would have 63 if she didn't miss that last one.
Cuts the lead to 5 here as the officials confer over at our statistics table. Not sure what the conversation is. About 2 minutes left to play here.
3:14 on the clock there.
There you see, the pass again by Savage.
Wow.
Threading.
Look at that. That is just textbook great play by a heads-up
there you see it
point
again.
Guard. All right, see this? It's not developed. And look at this. Hold it. See how the defensive player came forward and just left this spot wide open. That is Dottie Diggles' fault. She should slide right here and cut off the passing angle. But did a good job on the ball. Just can't forget the guy down low. And if you roll it, you'll see a great pass by a great point guard. And boom.
Easy layup.
Points.
Back underway here. Again, MacU leading 66-61. Coming up on 2 minutes left to play here. Here is Savage. Gives it up over to Fairley.
Got to get a stop if you're a Lions fan. You're hoping for some great defense here.
Here's Denton.
Taylor
Denton
Sims
loses it.
Getting her hand in there. Got to complete it. Atuna
misses the shot. Here's Atuna with rebound up ahead to Taylor Sims. Sims looking down low to Diggles. Kicking it out to Colbert. The Lady Lions could use a 3 here. Don't necessarily need it. Mid-range jumper from Lexi Rich is good.
Lexi Rich coming up big.
66-63. 3-point lead now here for MacU. 1.5 minutes left to play in the fourth quarter. Here is Denton. Again, Denton leading the way for MacU with 21 points. Majority of those coming in the second half. Savage driving the left-handed floater. No good. It is good. She converts the 3-point, or the and one opportunity, and she's going to go to the line here.
Look at this. Just look at the poise and confidence, knowing she's going in with the big players, being a smaller player. That just takes a lot of guts.
Chelsea
Fearless.
Savage, 17 points and an opportunity here at the 18th, which would be a huge point. And she converts, giving MacU a 6-point lead again. And here's Sims driving down the sideline, getting it up ahead. Here's Diggles. Cross court to Rich. Long three on the way. No good. And MacU with the rebound. And here's Savage. Under a minute to play. And you got to think they're going to be...
You got to foul. You got to foul right here. You got to get the clock stopped.
Looks like they're trying to. They just have not fouled yet. Here's Savage over to Shannon. The Lady Lions still have not fouled. Savage.
They're trying to foul.
Bats it over. And finally a foul. Almost 20 seconds off the clock.
Oh, more than that. That clock was over 1 minute when it started. And just slapping on the arms. Now, this is where I disagree with the consistency of refereeing. You're calling all that underneath all day long, and now they're in a different mode of keep away, and they don't call it. So here's what you got to do as a player, as the captain on the floor. This is part of your role, part of your job is coming off of a dead ball. You've got to go to the referee and say, referee, we're going to foul. We don't want to be flagrant about it. So just, we're trying to foul. Go ahead and call it. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a cooperative referee that understands that, well, yeah, we don't want this to get out of hand or get sloppy. So, yeah, just call the light touch foul. That's what's going on. That's what you're trying to do. And then let the play result out of that. Not sure what the refs were thinking there. It was obvious they were trying to foul. What do you want them to do, knock them off their feet?
Regardless, at 8 up, a huge amount of time for the Lady Lions if they want to mount any kind of comeback here. But it's going to be...
And if I'm Coach Phillips right now, we've broken out of the huddle. My next conversation is with that referee standing right beside her saying, come on, ref. I mean, that was 20 seconds of nonsense.
8 up, valuable time. Here's Lexi Rich looking to try to get a three-pointer here, driving baseline, the floater up, and no good. Can't find the bottom of the net. And a long pass ahead. Doing a good job of getting rid of it quickly, and finally Taylor Sims fouls. Now there's under 30 seconds left to play, and this is going to be Alexis Shannon going to the line here. Again, Shannon has struggled tonight, averages about 20 a game for this Evangel squad, 2 points tonight, but she could get 2 very big points here. The first one is no good from Shannon, keeping this at an 8-point lead. Second one is no good with the rebound, Diggles, and then a timeout by Coach Phillips. That's going to be her last timeout.
Yeah, and, good timeout. Get the ball at half court, get a half court inbounds play. But this is where you got to put all your three-point shooters out. Now you're down 8 points. You need 3 threes to win. Got to get 2 stops, so 3 possessions. And that obviously 2 stops because you've got the ball. And those things have got to happen fast. This is your last timeout, so you've got to actually call all 3 plays right here and remind them defensively, just grab the person that is closest to you immediately. And a matter of fact, it's not illegal to foul before the ball is inbounded. You communicate with the referees and say, this is what we're going to do. And play your strategy.
The Lady Lions, again, with possession here. No timeouts left. They find themselves still down 8, 71 to 63. Colbert to inbound it. Looking for Lexi Rich. They don't have a timeout. She's got to get rid of it. Here's Rich. Back to Colbert. They got to get a quick shot off. Colbert for 3 is good. Ebony
there
Colbert.
It is. Okay.
They got to
foul. You've got to foul. There.
A timeout by
MacU
called by Chelsea Savage.
And, you you don't want to question the coach's mind because they know their team, but in a strategy perspective, you've got the ball now. You haven't inbounded the ball yet, so why call the timeout when the ball's not in play? Get that clock going, and if you get caught not being able to push it up, then call your timeout. But at least some time has ticked off the clock. Now they gave SAGU a free look at a play, talk over their defense, and draw up the next play because they don't have any more timeouts. So I don't know if I would have called that timeout right there. Only in desperate situations.
There you see the two huddles, and again, if you are the Lady Lions, you want to foul as quickly as possible. 21.6 to be exact left in the game.
So basically what you do, you line up man-to-man on go get your player. Just go get your player and hug them. Basically give them a nice, gentle hug. Make it very nice. Can't let them slip. You can't let them slip. Can't go for the ball. You got to foul.
You see Chelsea Savage running away. You see the speed. They're going to call that on Mackenzie Martin. It looked like she got a hand in there.
Look, and Kenzie lets her player slip away, and the most dangerous player on the floor, a lot faster than her, got to get the foul before the ball gets inbounded.
Under 20 to play. Here's Savage from the line. 5-point lead. First free throw's up, and it's good from Savage, making it a 6-point lead. (72-66). Savage second free throw up, and it's good. 73-66 now. Long pass ahead to Colbert. 15 left to play. Diggles can't come down with that pass, and
Great
it's
defense.
thrown away. Denton gets it up ahead, and she gets fouled from behind by Lexi Rich. That's Lexi Rich's fourth foul. And now under 10 to play. You got to think that that's going to do it here between the Lady Lions and the Evangels, as there's just no time left to do anything here for the Lady Lions.
Well, 9 seconds. It's just the physics of it, trying to get in women's basketball, getting down and getting a shot up, a good-looking shot, is probably somewhere between 4 and 5 seconds. And
here's Colbert for three. It's no good, and that is going to do it as Shannon is going to dribble it out. And the MacU Evangels are going to take game one of this doubleheader. 75-66. They're going to improve to 14-6 overall, 8-4 in conference. And the Lady Lions continue to lose on their home court.
0-6. The home court has not been very friendly to the Lady Lions this year, and they played very well for 80% of this game.
There you see the updated standings to this minute. SAGU, of course, falling to 8-11, 5-8 in conference. They are still in postseason contention. They're in that 7 spot, but MacU
getting dangerously close to that. They're 2 games in front of being out of contention. So just keep winning. They're doing a good job on the road. Although as strange as that may be, you play better on the road than at home. You got more road games. You got to go complete them, and then find a way to win at home, and you're going to be okay. And I think what Coach Phillips really, really wants is just a chance. You just want a seat at the table, and then you can make some things happen. And this Lady Lions team is on the come up. They definitely are. I can see from game to game lots of improvement. They played very well. Just about 80% of the game they executed and did what they wanted, and that 20% was just enough to walk away with the loss today.
Game one of our doubleheader is in the books with the MacU victory, but game two between MacU and SAGU coming your way, and it's going to be a fun one, John. The Lions sitting at 13-7 and MacU at 12-7, evenly matched. We'll get into that in just a bit. Game two of our doubleheader coming your way right here on the SAGU Sports Network.